Throughout history, certain truths have been whispered through the ages, hidden beneath layers of doctrine, suppressed by the tides of power, and erased from sacred texts. Yet, no matter how deeply buried, these truths have a way of surfacing, waiting for the right moment to be rediscovered. Imagine a belief so profound, so transformative, that it was deemed too dangerous to be left in the hands of the faithful, a teaching that may have once been a cornerstone of early Christian thought, but was systematically erased from official doctrine. What if reincarnation, the idea that the soul journeys through multiple lifetimes, was once part of the Christian narrative, only to be silenced by those in power? Today we embark on a journey through time, peeling back the layers of history to uncover a mystery that has perplexed scholars, theologians, and seekers of truth. We will examine ancient civilizations, revisit forgotten texts, and explore the pivotal moments that shaped Christian doctrine. Could reincarnation have once been an accepted tenet of the faith? And if so, why was it removed? Let's step into the shadows of the past and uncover the secrets hidden within history's pages. The ancient roots of reincarnation. Long before the emergence of Christianity, civilizations across the world embraced the idea of reincarnation. To them, the soul was eternal, weaving through lifetimes like a thread in the grand tapestry of existence. In ancient Egypt, the belief in life after death was deeply ingrained in the culture. The Egyptian Book of the Dead speaks of a soul's journey through the afterlife, where it is judged by the gods before being granted another opportunity to return to the physical realm. The concept of a soul's rebirth was not just a spiritual notion, but a foundational belief, influencing burial practices and the grand design of their monumental tombs. Meanwhile, in India, the Vedic scriptures laid the foundation for what would become the doctrine of samsara, the endless cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Hinduism and later Buddhism expanded upon this idea, emphasizing karma, the law of cause and effect, as the force that determines the conditions of one's next life. The ultimate goal: liberation from this cycle, achieving moksha or nirvana. Even in ancient Greece, the great thinkers of the time pondered the nature of the soul's journey. Pythagoras, the philosopher and mathematician, taught his followers that the soul transmigrated from one body to another, refining itself through successive incarnations. Plato, in his dialogue Phaedo, explored Socrates' belief that the soul experiences multiple lives, each serving as a step toward ultimate wisdom. With so many cultures embracing reincarnation as a fundamental truth, it is only natural to wonder, did early Christians share in this belief? Reincarnation in early Christianity. The Christianity that emerged in the first few centuries after Jesus' death was not the structured, uniform religion we recognize today. Instead, it was a collection of diverse beliefs, interpretations, and theological explorations. Some early Christian sects, influenced by Jewish mysticism and Greco-Roman philosophy, held views that aligned with the idea of reincarnation. One of the most notable figures associated with this belief was Origen of Alexandria, a brilliant theologian and philosopher of the 3rd century. Origen proposed that the soul existed before birth and underwent multiple lifetimes as part of its purification process. In his work, De Principiis, he described a vision of spiritual evolution that bore striking similarities to reincarnation. To Origen, the soul's journey was not confined to a single existence, but spanned across multiple incarnations, each serving as an opportunity for growth and enlightenment. Origen's teachings did not exist in isolation. Several passages in the Bible suggest a worldview that accommodates the possibility of past lives. In Matthew 17:10-13, Jesus speaks of John the Baptist as the return of Elijah, a statement that implies a belief in the soul's return to human form. Likewise, in John 9:1-3, when Jesus' disciples ask whether a man's blindness was caused by his sins before birth, their question hints at the idea that the man could have committed wrongs in a previous existence. These scriptural hints suggest that reincarnation was not an alien concept to early Christians. But if this belief was once present, why does modern Christianity reject it so strongly? The Council of Constantinople and the banishment of reincarnation. By the 6th century, Christianity had undergone significant transformation. No longer a loosely connected network of believers, it had become an institution tied to the Roman Empire, wielding political influence and striving for doctrinal unity. The turning point came in 553 AD at the Second Council of Constantinople, where Emperor Justinian sought to enforce theological conformity. One of the doctrines deemed heretical was Origen's teaching on the pre-existence of souls. The council issued anathemas against Origen and his ideas, effectively exiling reincarnation from official Christian teachings. But why? What made the idea of multiple lifetimes so threatening? The answer lies in control. Reincarnation promotes the idea that each soul is responsible for its own spiritual evolution, diminishing the need for an intermediary institution. If people believed they had multiple lifetimes to seek redemption, the urgency of salvation through the church weakened. By emphasizing a singular lifetime with only heaven or hell as possible outcomes, the church solidified its authority over the faithful, making its role as the gatekeeper to salvation indispensable. Political motives also played a role. Empress Theodora, Justinian's wife, reportedly had a personal interest in ensuring reincarnation was erased from Christian teachings. According to some historical accounts, Theodora feared that she would be reborn in a lower status due to her past life as an actress and courtesan. By eliminating the doctrine, she removed the anxiety of karmic retribution, ensuring her spiritual fate was no longer dictated by past actions. Thus, through political maneuvering and theological decree, reincarnation was systematically excised from Christian doctrine, relegated to the realm of heresy. Clues within the Bible, even with its official rejection, echoes of reincarnation remain in biblical texts. Consider Jesus' statement in John 3:3, "Truly, truly, I say to you, unless one is born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God." While traditionally interpreted as a spiritual rebirth through faith, some scholars argue that this could be a veiled reference to the soul's return to life. Additionally, Revelation 3:12 speaks of victorious believers receiving a new name, a concept reminiscent of the Hindu belief in past identities carried over through lifetimes. Could it be that remnants of reincarnation survived the doctrinal purge, hidden in plain sight? Reincarnation in modern spirituality. Despite its suppression, the belief in reincarnation has experienced a resurgence in modern times. Theosophists, New Age spiritual seekers, and even some Christian mystics have revisited the idea, finding wisdom in the notion of multiple lifetimes. Psychiatrists like Ian Stevenson have conducted studies on children who claim to remember past lives, with cases that defy conventional explanation. Regression therapy, popularized by Dr. Brian Weiss, has led individuals to recall vivid past life experiences, sometimes providing insights into their present struggles. As people seek deeper understanding beyond rigid dogma, reincarnation offers an alternative perspective, one of hope, renewal, and the opportunity for continued growth. Unlike the fear-based dichotomy of eternal heaven or hell, reincarnation suggests that every soul is on a journey of learning, with each lifetime serving as a step toward enlightenment. The unanswered question. The question remains, was reincarnation deliberately removed from Christianity, or was it simply a misunderstood doctrine? Did early Christians embrace this belief, only to see it erased by those who sought control? Ultimately, whether one believes in reincarnation or not, the idea challenges us to view life differently. It invites us to consider the possibility that our existence is not limited to a single fleeting moment, but is instead part of a grander, more intricate design. Perhaps the real lesson is not in proving whether reincarnation was once part of Christian doctrine, but in understanding the deeper spiritual truths that connect us all, past, present, and future. Thank you for joining this exploration of a mystery hidden in time.